as you can see moments ago, a multi-car accident involving members of the MFT occurred outside of Frost Bank Arena here in San Antonio, Texas.
This episode of SmackDown opened up with a whodunit situation as the MFTs had seemingly been involved in a car crash.
Obviously brand new as we go on the air. It's a huge night. Nick took the week up.
Man, it's mystery. I still want to know who pied Kevin Owens, Adam Pearce. Then Cody Rhodes comes up and grabs the contract from Pearce for his Cena match, which they'll be signing later on tonight. Then we see the Allies of Convenience still ironing out their kinks. Charlotte got them a title match at SummerSlam and Alexa's like, what? How did you do that? And she basically says, I'm Charlotte Flair.
Went to Adam Pearce, had a conversation, and walked out with a title match?
Well, just because I'm in a team doesn't mean I'm not Charlotte Flair anymore.
Okay.
But more importantly than that, Kiana James returned in the background. It's about time. She is seen talking to the United States champion Julia. Get Kiana James back in that ring as soon as possible. So happy that she's back. Put back in the ring, Raquel Rodriguez took on Charlotte Flair, and it made me realize Charlotte has been adding a lot of non-typical Charlotte moves into her moveset. She hit a Hurricane Rana, or tried to anyway, along with a crossbody to Raquel.
For a crossbody, Charlotte Flair!
It's a little awkward in chemistry in some spots, but eventually Roxanne tries to distract Charlotte, which leads to Alexa playing her own tricks, and Charlotte rolls up Raquel for the win.
Alexa's up on the apron as well. Hands her up on the top. Look what Alexa did. And Charlotte gets it.
Then after the match, they do the love heart hand thing, and yeah, they love each other really. I am loving their dynamic, and I don't know if I'd bet against them winning at SummerSlam, because I don't know where Brie is, but I guess the Bellas versus the Judgment Day has been delayed.
Enough!
Then we see some cops that are probably future WWE superstars. They're looking for Jacob Fatu because he's a person of interest in the Bloodline hit and run.
I ain't going with you punk ass police. I didn't even do nothing.
Calm down.
No, y'all a little bit too close.
Hold on a second. Let's answer the questions, not make it any worse than it already is, okay?
Backstage is like a GTA RP lobby today, huh? Then there was a Tiffany Stratton Jade Cargill vignette as they continue to build towards their SummerSlam match. Jade continuing to say she's inevitable, and Tiffy saying it's not your time.
Tiffany thinks I'm just another name. Baby girl, I don't just get added to lists. I end them. And at SummerSlam, I end her. Because the storm is coming.
Even though realistically, most of the intrigue and excitement is gone. Now that there's no Naomi to potentially cash in, it just feels like Jade's gonna win, which I'm not against, it's just a little predictable is all. After this, Carmelo Hayes is back on TV, another person I'm glad to see.
Who I am is the guy that goes to the ring and shuts people's mouths. And then I go out and celebrate it.
You ain't gonna have nothing to celebrate because you definitely not gonna shut my mouth.
Oh, is that right?
He talks his way into a match with Damian Priest, who is trying to find Aleister Black. And wow, this match is really, really enjoyable. I was pleasantly surprised by how dominant they allowed Melo to be. Not because I don't see the value in Melo, I think a lot of us do, but I'm surprised that Triple H is finally starting to do something with Melo more than just not having him do anything.
The heaven countered, swings wildly, and then meets the target. Nice. Oh, look at that by Hayes!
There was a point in this match where Damian Priest and Melo were going back and forth, and Melo had a counter for everything.
First edge.
Say hello to the no.
Slipping out the back doors. Right back to it is Priest.
I kept assuming that Priest was going to hit a Razor's Edge and win just like that, but they kept letting Melo cook, which was fantastic to see.
Doors full. Splash!
It gives me hope that Melo may be okay long term, but sadly, just as this one began to cook and the crowd started to chant "This is awesome," Aleister Black came out of nowhere to cost Damian and hit him with a black mass. Then Melo would say, ain't nobody got time for that, and get out the ring. Then we'd see a vignette for the Wyatt Six, who interestingly say the Street Profits are only held together by their lust for tag gold. I wonder if we're starting to plant very early seeds of them splitting up in a year or two. Then Solo Sikoa talks about how ungrateful Jacob Fatu is.
Once a criminal, always a criminal.
The way this dude does that little laugh right there, and it gets more grandiose by the week he starts adding in more. It's so funny. Then we see the police return with Jacob Fatu as Jimmy Uso is there to greet him. The police reviewed the footage and
we determined that you are not the person of interest. You're free to go handle your business.
Genuinely, what in the GCSE high school drama class was that? Jacob and Jimmy take the fight to the MFTs as Tala Tonga gets sent over the announce table.
Samoan Werewolf goes flying and sends Tala Tonga. But the super kick comes in. And Big Jim crossbody.
But they eventually get the upper hand and start beating down Solo Sikoa. Then just as Solo is about to be destroyed with a chair around his neck, JC Mateo gets in the way.
Right now in San Antonio. Oh, JC Mateo interrupts.
Solo may escape, but the other two MFTs get a whooping big style.
Big Jim going up top on Tama Tonga. And now a mighty moonsault.
Then Adam Pearce says it'll be Solo versus Jacob for the US title inside a steel cage at SummerSlam. And he says, boys, take him away. And Solo's all like, oh yeah, go get him, please.
Detained Jacob Fatu. Now realize exactly what happened here in San Antonio earlier.
Super entertaining and funny segment. I mean, hey, listen, I'm not naive to the way the Bloodline story has been going on for a while, but I feel like this is probably going to go down as one of the more underrated eras of the Bloodline story because it feels like it's been a little slept on, but I really do like the dynamic between all of these characters right here, although I don't think Jacob's going to win the title back at SummerSlam.
Solo Sikoa now heading to the pen in place of Jacob Fatu.
If anything, I can see them doing a spot at SummerSlam where Tala Tonga is so strong and dominant, he rips the door off its hinges, rescues Solo, screws Jacob, and that's how he retains. Because it feels like they still have some establishing to do with Tala Tonga, and that would be a pretty good way of doing it on night one. Then, Stephanie Vaquer took on Alba Fire ahead of her title match at Clash in Paris. She made quick work of Alba Fire and fought off the post-match attack from Piper Niven.
SVB!
Then we saw the Street Profits and B-Fab who say they're getting the titles back with quickness.
Guys, between us, we always knew that you didn't have what it takes to hold those titles versus the Wyatts. But like any true great leader knows, if you want something done right, you do it yourself.
There was a bump midway through this match which was pretty intense.
Ciampa all the way out into the floor. Are you kidding me?
But I really enjoyed Rey Fenix cooking towards the end of the match.
Ready for it. And Ciampa ain't ready for this.
Stop. Corkscrewing down to the floor.
Andrade signals Fenix to take out Gargano and delivers the message to go on to face the Wyatt Six next week for the titles.
Set to fly. Deliver the message, Andrade. Contenders.
And listen, with all due respect, I kind of hope they instantly drop the titles to Andrade and Fenix. Like, I'd much rather see them as champions than the Wyatt Six. I know they just won them. Probably not going to happen, but I'm kind of over it. Sorry. Then, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, contract signing. Cody says my tweet was overanalyzed. He is not flinching, just as he hasn't in the past against a number of opponents, and basically discusses his history of overcoming adversity.
I did not flinch when I stood across from the Beast. I did not flinch when I went back-to-back at the Royal Rumble, one of them in this very city. I did not flinch.
Then Cena comes out and says the match at SummerSlam isn't happening because he's exhausted.
Everybody realize I'm working real hard. Emotionally, I'm just out of it. This is a tough decision, but this was what's best for business right now, okay? Emotionally, this is all I can give you guys.
Cody says that doesn't work for me, and they take the brawl to each other.
We can do this. There's something to be done. Oh, the title is in Cody's hands. Yes! Oh!
Then Cody has the contract in hand and splashes Cena through the table with the contract in hand, mind you.
In hand, right through the table, Cody!
And even though Cena refuses to sign it, Cody makes him sign it with Cena's hand.
It's a street fight!
And listen, considering that's kind of sort of a crime, you've got to wonder if there's going to be a little bit of a plot twist here. Will Cena lose the title at SummerSlam and then say, well, the contract wasn't valid because I never signed it, so give me the title back?